All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest, thorniest topics in trading, why so many people fail. But we're going to flip the script on that. We're taking the hard-won psychological wisdom of a veteran trader and turning it into a straight-up framework you can use for self-mastery. Let's get into it.
This is the question, right? It's the one that keeps every trader up at night. You see all these people with fancy software, tons of information, so why do the vast majority still wash out? The answer, it turns out, is a lot simpler and a lot harder to face than you might think.
And boom, there it is. The real reason for failure isn't some complex market algorithm or a string of bad luck. It's us. It's the person staring at the screen. The fight isn't against the charts. It's against the person in the mirror. And that's a fight most people don't even know they're in until it's too late.
So, to win that internal battle, we need a map. Here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down the real reason traders fail. Then, we'll completely redefine what failure even means. We'll explore the mind as a battlefield, learn how to shift from gambling to a solid process, find our one key model, and finally, uncover the prize we should actually be fighting for.
Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off right away. Your success or failure in trading has very little to do with what the market does. It has everything to do with the decisions the operator, that's you, makes. You can have the best car in the world, but if the driver is flawed, you're going to end up in a ditch. It's that simple.
And these right here, these are the internal saboteurs that live inside all of us. That little voice that says, you have to get in this trade right now. That's impulse. Revenge trading after a loss, that's anger. Trying to find that one magic shortcut to getting funded tomorrow, that's you trying to skip the work. Every single one of these is you getting in your own way.
So, if we're going to defeat these saboteurs, we have to start by completely changing how we think. The very first thing you do in a fight is correctly identify your enemy. And believe me, for a trader, a single losing trade is not the enemy.
This right here is one of the biggest mindset shifts you can ever make. The average person takes a loss and thinks, I failed. But a real trader knows better. Failure isn't taking a loss. The only true failure is quitting. It's hanging up your gloves, walking away, and never coming back to the gym. That's it.
So I want you to start thinking about losses in a new way. A losing trade is just a tax. It's the price of admission, it's the cost of doing business in the market. You will never, ever escape it. And the moment you accept that, the moment it just becomes a line item on your expense sheet, is the moment you can actually start trading properly.
Okay, so all of this brings us to the main arena, the place where all of these struggles, all these fights actually happen. And that's inside your own head. Your mind is the battlefield, my friends. Every click of the mouse is a psychological test.
This is such a brilliant way to put it. A price chart isn't just a bunch of data points. It's a mirror. It's like a Rorschach inkblot test. It doesn't show you objective reality. No, it shows you a reflection of whatever you're feeling inside. It shows you what you want to see.
And what are we projecting onto those charts? All this stuff. If you're angry, you will magically see a setup for revenge. If you're feeling greedy, every little green candle looks like the start of a moon mission. Your emotional state will literally invent a reason to click the button, and your trading plan will go right out the window.
And here's the moment of truth. You have to take complete 100% ownership of this. Your broker didn't blow up your account. That guy on Twitter didn't do it. The market didn't do it. You are the only person with the power to sabotage yourself. And that means you're also the only one who can stop it.
So how do we stop it? How do we get out of our own way? We build a fortress. We build a process. We make a fundamental shift from acting like a gambler, hoping for a lucky spin, to acting like a professional who runs a business with a clear set of rules.
And just look at the difference. It's night and day. The gambler is chasing a feeling, a hit of dopamine. The trader is patiently executing a plan. The gambler feels like they always have to be in a trade. The professional trader knows that most of the time, the smartest trade is no trade at all.
So what's the path? It's right here. Step 1, be honest with yourself. How are you feeling before you even look at a chart? Step 2, be patient. You wait for your absolute best setup and you let everything else go. Step 3, risk management, non-negotiable. And step 4, the big one, discipline. You hit your stop limit for the day, you shut it down, you walk away. That's not being a coward, that's being a pro.
Now, this brings us to a really critical part of building a process. It's about the power of specializing. So many traders fail because they're a jack-of-all-trades, master of none. They're trying to learn 50 different strategies at once. But the real path to consistency? It's way, way simpler.
This is the secret right here. You don't need to know it all. You just need to find one model, one setup that makes sense to you, that you can execute over and over again. Your goal is to become an absolute sniper with that one weapon. Forget everything else. The rest is just noise.
And this is the sign of a truly mature trader. They see other people making money with some new, shiny object, but they stick to their lane. Why? Because they have self-awareness. They know their own personality, and they know that chasing something new would just throw them off their game and wreck all the hard-earned progress they've made. And the benefits of this kind of focus are just huge. It forces you to be patient. It builds real, bankable consistency. It takes the emotional guesswork out of the equation. And most importantly, this is how you finally break that destructive cycle of self-sabotage.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the end game. All this work, all this discipline, what's it all for? Because if your motivation is all twisted, I promise you, your process will be too. We've got to be crystal clear on what the real prize is.
Look at the two sides of this coin. On one side, you have the image. This is the Instagram trader life, right? Leased cars, rented jets. It's all about looking rich to impress people you don't even know. But on the other side, you have the thirst. This is that deep, primal drive for real freedom. The goal isn't the Lambo. It's the ability to wake up and never, ever need a paycheck again.
And this just says it all, doesn't it? The flashy stuff you see online? It's nothing. It's empty. What matters is that thirst, that burning desire you have for real independence, for a better life for yourself, for your family. That's the only fuel that will keep you going when things get tough.
So, to wrap this all up in a neat little bow, remember, failure is a choice. It's the choice to quit. You have to master your own head before you can ever master the markets. A solid, repeatable process is the only thing that separates you from a gambler. And please, be clear that what you're really chasing is independence, not an Instagram photo.
And so, I'll leave you with this one simple question to really chew on. Forget about what other people are doing. Forget about the hype. What is it that truly, deeply drives you? What is your thirst? Because figuring that out, that's the real first step on the path to success.